Okay, now we're going to go over what is inside of the ServiceNow Agent app. So when you first open the app, you'll be in the HC-CSM tab at the bottom left. We do not want to be in this tab. Instead, you're going to go over to My Work. Now, inside of My Work, there are going to be tasks. Tasks are things that you need to complete at your polling sites. I want to draw attention to something. At the top is My Group Tasks. You do not need to be in My Group Tasks. You just need to be in My Tasks, this part. Now, each task corresponds to something that you need to do. Your rounds, that is to say, you going from A to B to C to D back to A, will be inside of My Tasks. One round means you've gone to all of your locations once. The second round will be the second time you visit all of your locations once. Now, how exactly does that work? Well, at the start of the day, select round 1. At the bottom are 2 options, Start Travel and Start Work. Start Travel means you are moving from a location to the location where the work is taking place. Start Work means you have begun working on it. Now, because the rounds are nothing but travel, you can just hit Start Work as soon as you begin a round. So, I will hit Start Work, allow agent to use while using app. Yours likely won't show that, but mine did. Now, let's say I arrive at my first location. I'm going to go into the Activity Stream tab on the top, right next to Details. And here I can see the option to add comments. What I'm really interested in is the camera icon on the far right of the screen. If you tap the camera icon on the far right, it will open up the camera. So, when we arrive at our locations, we will take a photo of the outside of the building and select Use Photo. The photo is now inside of the activity stream. As soon as you take that photo, I can see it on my end. At this point, I go inside of the polling place. I announce my presence to the presiding judge. I ask if everything is all right. And if everything's all good or they're in the process of setting up, I go to my next location. I arrive at my next location, and just like before, I select the camera icon. And then just like before, I take a photo of the outside of the building. I upload the photo, and it's now in my activity stream. I do this one time for each of my locations for that round. Once I have visited all 4 or 5 of my locations and taken a photo of the outside, I then go back to the Details tab. Now, the task was to visit all 4 of my locations and take a photo of all 4. I have done that. That means the task is now complete. So at the bottom, I will select Close Complete. It'll ask for closure notes. I can just say something like round done. And then close the task. The task has now been closed. When I go back to my work order tasks, I can see that it is no longer in my tasks. That is how we are going to complete our rounds throughout the day. At this point, I would begin my second round. So I select my second round, and then I click Start Work. And I repeat this process. Cluster techs are going to be making rounds throughout the day. If you are not currently busy with something else, that is to say, if you're not at a location fixing a problem, you need to be making your rounds.